Building first and foremost, and then a couple of wickets set India back a touch. And outside of Hardik Pandya with 38 of 29 late in the piece.
Short and મજા ન આવે
3, 2, 1. Countdown done. They slip in place. Regulation third and pretty wide. Finally, innings underway, and it should be a couple. I'm not sure everything's okay out there with Kuldeep. Hopefully so. He seemed to the slip, or as he went to slide, brought up a lot of turf. Yeah, he did. Slipped quite badly in the deep. Look at the turf that's... Oh, he's tripped up and then slipped as well. Hopefully everything okay with Kuldeep. The left-hander, got to bring one more inside. So yeah, deep backward square is now coming up inside the circle. The regulation slip, fine leg, and a deep third as well. Patrolling the offside inside the ring, and a mid-wicket and a mid-on. A little bit of swing, and they'll pinch another one. Very good evening, Sanjay Mandreka.
Good evening, Simon, and good evening to one and all. Something that Sanju Samson as well echoed. Everyone's opinion as to how India have been in this DP World Asia Cup. Not been at their best. I think the fans also will accept that, but despite that, they've still been able to win comfortably against some good teams in this tournament. That's where India really stands out as an international team. The inherent ability, despite not being at their best, they're able to beat some good teams quite comfortably. Bit of a spring in the steps of Hardik Pandya, played a good innings, and that always helps.
It's a sign of a good side when you don't play the perfect game. I mean, very rarely, Sanjay, do you ever play the perfect game. It's always something you're looking to improve on, or little areas of concern on the odd occasion. Still putting W's on the board. Sign of good teams. Takes one or two players to step up, get your team home. In good line and length from Hardik Pandya.
This guy was so impressive in the last game. Saif Hassan, almost like a discovery for Bangladesh. Had a couple of good scores in his very short T20 international career against not full members. But against Sri Lanka, he was just outstanding player of the match. 60 odd in 30 balls. And once he gets going, if he does get going, is a treat to watch. 61 of 45 to be precise. One of your classical batters at the top of the order. And just have a look at some of the shots that he's played. You'll see a lot of shots in front of the pitch. Likes to go straight. And this is his hallmark, the use of the wrist to play on the leg side, a bit of a whip that he gives last minute. Very heavy usage of the wrist to get the power. Going to be a novel experience for him. Played against India once before, but not in one of the major tournaments. Had the experience of playing Bumrah with the new ball shortly.
Safely in behind that. A good start from Hardik Pandya. 4 without loss after the first. changing rooms. I know it's not an easy target, but should have felt so much better than they were at the halfway stage, Sanjay. It looking like it could completely get away from Bangladesh after 10 overs, but they pulled it back beautifully.
Makes you wonder what went wrong. There was obviously that run out that changed the course a little bit. A strong team, however, comes back, and they did come back a little through Hardik Pandya, but yeah, we expected more than 200. Didn't quite happen.
Movement away from the left-hander. We'll just lure him in with a couple of those, and then that searing in swinging Yorker. It's coming. Not sure what ball, Sanjay. I'm going to guess third.
The last game was a rare game in Indian cricket where Bumrah was expensive. He had been the most expensive Indian bowler. But India still did well despite that. He's just a master of his trade. And for the left-hander, they've got a slip.
Straight up, leading edge or close to it, and very comfortably held. Shivam Dube. He didn't go wicketers very often, or expensive very often. He picked one up early.
Yeah, he's back to his natural behavior. He's just ambling it, isn't it? He's not really running full throttle. Doesn't run too much, but it's not that kind of a run-up. He just wants to maybe hit the right line. Big swing on that one, couple of balls leaving the left-handers. The capable player, Tanzim, trying to play on the leg side, leading edge. The big man takes a safe catch. Yeah, Bumrah is back. And Bangladesh have lost the first wicket.
के पास जिससे आप बल्लेबाज को परेशान कर सकते हैं। आगे नंबर गई है जब से शिवम दुबे ने आज चर्चा हम करते रहते कि जस्ट बुमराह किस लेवल की गेंदबाजी करेंगे। आते ही
शिवम दुबे कैच पकड़े ना
in swing. He likes to do this, all the matching deliveries to get wickets. Yeah, this was the laying ball in swing, trying to play on the leg side. There's a bit of bounce to the surface as well. So that helped.
Another beauty past the outside edge.
Yeah, I like this better, especially when they've committed two slip fielders in T20 cricket for this occasion. He's got to respect that occasion and pull these big banana in swingers. They're out swingers to the left-handers.
Shubman Gill in at first, slip for the Kodama at second.
And this particular delivery was just running in with a little more intent. There's more intensity in the run-up.
Well, they've had trouble with their opening combination against full member nations in the last 9 T20 matches. Only one innings of any significance at the top of the order, 63. Cannot lay a bat on that. That is a good start from Bumrah. 9 for 1 after 2. Those opening partnerships, 4 today, 163, 0, 0, 5, 2, 0, 5. So they've struggled at the top of the order. And Bangladesh against 4 member nations. Down to a finish third, and a race away for 4. Thick outside edge brings some reward.
The exact opposite from the other end. There's a right hand running in, bowling out swingers. Wasn't a good shot at all. Trying to just whip it on the leg side. It's a shot that he likes to play, but there is a late swing on this ball. Fortunate. Went for 4. Up and can it get over? Just. Racing back, the skipper at mid-off just could not quite get there. I tell you what, we had a great view of what Suryakumar Yadav did. No other fielder would have got that close, because the moment the ball was in the air, it sussed where it was going to be landing somewhat. Immediately started running back, eyes on the ball. And in the end came very close to catching it. But his reaction was instant. The moment the ball was in the air, he was running backwards. Right, Descartes, charge of the Indian fielding unit. Suryakumar as well, after the fielding effort with the towel out, drying the ball off. Saw Kuldeep slip, really watered the outfield at some stage in the last couple of days just to make sure it stays nice and lush, but there was a lot of wiping of the ball, so I wonder if there's a little bit of dew already, or it's just the slightly damp nature underfoot. There was one game that we saw, it was a delayed start where there was heavy dew in the evening, where the ball was carrying a lot of moisture. You could see the spray of water here when the ball was released. May not have come from the ball necessarily. There was a lot of humidity and dew as well on the field that night. The conditions today and this evening a little bit cooler, more pleasant than it has been for the last week. Definitely today's probably the best day, although that picture there might not suggest so. Yeah, take that off. Wrong timing. But you're right, and that was a talking point for all of us when we arrived at the ground. Ravi at the toss as well mentioned it. There's a breeze blowing and it wasn't hot. More good line and good length and a little bit of shape from Hardik. T20s, you wonder how you score of these kind of deliveries, because this is short of length. What are the options? Maybe hitting on the up like Hardik did towards the end, or a Shubman Gill would just come closer and punch it to point. The one thing he can maybe look to do against Hardik is go down the pitch, just try and get him to change his length a little bit. Straight and well. Just one bounce, maybe. Was it just short of the advertising cushioning or not? I'd have to have a look. It might have gone all the way. Are those fans suggesting so? But also might be a little bit biased. Here, conflict of interest there with the fans, but this is straight. It goes straight. Strong man as well. Inside, so that's going to be 4.
Bumrah again. And why not? After that first one, rinse and repeat.
Forgive me, but I've got to take you way back to 1993 when I saw something like this, and my good friend Ajay Jadeja wouldn't mind me retelling that story because he himself has said it on air 100 times. Fali de Villiers at the Wanderers, bowling with the white ball, and he couldn't touch one delivery in a couple of overs or something like that. A big banana outswing, and Ajay didn't quite have a great rapport with the outswing.
Going down. They were looking for that magic one again. It was a little full. But I think that's swinging down, Sanjay, just.
What does the ball tracker do when it's hit on the full, on the pads? It generally gives you a projection of a straight delivery. Maybe that is what India is hoping for.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I checked the feet, it's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spin mission, please. Appears to be no back involved, but I'll try to confirm that, please. Yes, please. Yes, no back involved. Despite go to ball tracker when ready, please. Waiting for ball tracker, Atkin.
નોટ આઉટ છે તો મજા હતી ને આઉટ છે
Still waiting.
આઉટ છે જો ભારત વાળા ખેંચવા મળે આઉટ સૂર્યાનું મોટું ગળી ગયું નોટ આઉટ છે
Okay, thank you. Still building, Patkin. Copy that. Still building, still waiting. Copy that, director. Thank you.
Well, just trying to build the Hawkeye. I mean, first impressions were missing leg stump, maybe even hitting outside leg stump. But we have to go through the process to make sure everything is right. At the moment, taking a little time. Fielders have generally gone back towards their positions. I think they understand. Right, we're ready to go.
Ball tracker is coming, original is not out. Impact umpire's call, Go back to on-field umpire, Patkin please. Patkin, you can stay with your not out decision. You're on camera, make your signal.
Decision not out and remains not out. India do not lose their referral though.
એટલો કામ જેવો છે પટ્ટામાં આવી ગયો ને તો જો
Yeah, while we were waiting for the mat and the ball tracker, there was so much discussion happening off air because when you see that ball, it looks like a big boomerang ball coming back in. But with the ball tracker, if it's hit on the full, very close to the stump, it generally draws a straight line. Another one. A bit on a loop, that particular event.
To find the edge on that occasion, but it's gone down to Shivam Dubey at third.
pitch the ball outside next stump for him to get some bat on it. Otherwise, it's just well bowled and dot balls, but Bumrah is somebody. He's always hungry for wickets. It's amazing. He's got the same attitude in all three formats. In T20s as well, he's looking for wicket because that's how good he is. And if he needs to bowl economically, he can do that as well. But 50 overs cricket, same. Test cricket, more of the same.
Oh, wow. Now he's decided he'll just leave the right-hander. That very awkward-looking shot. He was in no position to play that.
He's trying to play his favourite shot, but this is Bumrah. He's seeing the line in the air and he thinks it's got to finish on middle and leg for him to play that shot, whipping shot on the leg side, but there's that late movement and came at a speed of 140 kilometers per hour. He may be just ambling in, but you're seeing some of the best stuff of Bumrah at the moment.
The in-swing this time. Full protection down there in the form of Shivam Dube. They'll pick up a couple. They're a very good over from Jasprit Bumrah. 22 for 1 after 4.
Well, it's been a little bit torrid out there for the last little while. A little bit tricky. Bangladesh 22 for 1 at this stage. And we could go down in the second over. So Bumrah certainly getting that ball to hoop around. So these batsmen have had to work hard out facing Bumrah. Attack. Outstanding economy at under 7, 6.8. Nicely played. Very good shot first up. Boundary off the first ball he faces.
That's very good, very clever by Iman. He walked towards the off stump so that he could then hit the ball from outside the off stump. Big stride forward and sweeps it so well. Knows where the fielders are. Fielder a little bit finer, so he hit it square up. Very good batting there.
Was having a real tough time with Bumrah swinging away from him. On the onside as well. Good connection. Found the gap. 4 more back-to-back boundaries. Nicely played.
Pressure put on Varun Chakravarti. First 2 deliveries, hammered for boundaries. That is not something that happens to him quite regularly. So this is something new. Again, he's moved outside the off stump and he's played that sweep shot. Laid it along the ground. Knows that there is no field and there is no deep mid wicket. Everything squarely. Now deep mid wicket going in.
2 very fine, controlled sweep shots. The first 2.
Not to forget the power play is still on. Only 2 fielders outside the 30 meter circle for the first 6 overs.
Able just to push on the onside and pick up the 1 and just rotate the strike a little bit.
Clever, very clever batting. 2 boundaries have come. Takes a single, keeps the strike moving.
Saif is one of those guys who spends quite a bit of time thinking about the bowlers he's going to be facing. He was really good against Tashara a couple of games ago. So he spent quite a bit of time thinking about the opening bowlers he was facing today.
Yeah, Papa, I will hear.
The off stump. Have a look at what Saif has done. And clearly they have decided that this is going to be the tactic against Varun Chakravarti. Go outside the off stump, so you completely take away the
જો ને બુમરાને હવામાં લટકાડી દીધો અહીંયા તો બેટો છે છોટે મેં તો બુમરા ને આમ લગાવી દીધો હાની લેવી જો આવેલા દિલીપ હાની વાળો જાય લેવી પૈસા જે આપો એ તમે લેતો હોય તો ખાઈ લે કે આપણે બોલો બાબુ હા